This is Operation Fallen Bell, and it's quite likely to be the most difficult mission we'll face in the entire campaign until the finale, because look, it even says difficult right there in the top corner. But really the difficulty here is that we're running into our old friend again. It's the late game Protect the Device mission, where other kinda gentler guerrilla operations give you, you know, what's it like, a whopping 8 turns to complete your objective. We have as few as 3 or 4 turns if we get unlucky with placements and enemy spawns, etc. So why are we taking on this extra challenge? We don't need the reward. The reward is Emma Schmidt, an engineer who literally cannot be put to work in this place. The dark events we could prevent, they're all much for much the same bland, non-threatening things that aren't really game-changing. The answer, why are we doing this? The answer is solely that I think that it will make for a more entertaining video. Because we're snowballing so hard at this point that not only does our train not have any brakes, our train has left the tracks. It is free-falling down a mountainside towards the final mission at the bottom. And when we get to the final mission, everything will just explode in a fireball and it will kill everyone in the vicinity. And you know what? That metaphor is far more apt than I thought it would be, you know, when I started mumbling and rambling to myself. So anyway, there's a few minor tweaks to our theme, to our team. We have Magical Trevor, traditionally the slowest MKOM member. We need to go fast though, so he's back in a spider suit. He can keep up. Hopefully, we just have like one big alleyway at the start. Magical Trevor can get to a vantage point and shoot down the alley. Tolk is here. He has a Skulljack instead of a medkit, which gives him a double move melee attack, as well as his rapid fire, which can help us munch through any amount of hit points. What else have we done? Lots has an EMP grenade, which could disable the gatekeeper if he ends up facing it by himself. You know, Lots, if he ends up across the other side of the map against either the mech or the gatekeeper, EMP grenade with salvo, and then he can shoot with the tracer rounds. That could work quite well. So speaking of mechs, there's no mech killer elite team, mostly because Denny got injured last time out, and I totally don't remember how that happened. Let's get down to Rat Street in Manaus. We don't even really need a mech killer elite team, do we? Because there's only one single mech worth worrying about, which we can probably shut down easily. So there is the data tap. I see a bus shelter that Trev can grapple to. Well, to be fair, I see an entire freeway. Now, this is a really awkward position for this data tap to be in, if I'm honest, because it's on the ground floor of a 2-floor building. It means if we get up to here, we can't actually see people who are around here shooting the objective. This is a horrific spawn so far. So let's see what's actually around here. There's someone to break our concealment instantly. There is an Archon, there is a Lancer. What I'd like to do, and what I think the best opening move would be, is to activate these guys turn 1, turn 0, turn 0. So if we can do that by... What do you mean you can't grapple onto the bus stop? You can grapple onto this bus stop, but not that bus stop? Rubbish. Utter trash.
Good copy. Moving on target.
You know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to move here with Epiphanis, and that will reveal all of ours guys. The Stun Lance will run towards us. We'll get shots with the rest of the guys. The Archon should hopefully come towards us. We can then dominate the Archon, and that's a good turn.
Okay, I'll go.
A lot of things have to go in our favour for that to actually happen, though. A lot of things have to work. So there's the Archon. If it comes straight towards Epiphanis, that's got to be close enough. The Stun Lancer is right up there as well, which is good. Oh, there's a trooper. I didn't see the trooper. But 90% to dominate the Archon, which is ridiculous. Right, Archon down, and we've got a forward scout who can move very quickly now as well. Especially if you get shot at. What we should maybe do is shoot at the Archon until we hit it, and that gives it the free moves. The Battle Frenzy, is it called? Maybe? Right, we can actually sword that guy as well. Which means... I don't think we've seen this from Onju yet. But Onju now has Saturation Fire, which, as you can see, is just like... It's a little bit like the Shredstorm cannon. So, if we move Nah, there's no real... Maybe there would do it.
No problem, boss.
I'm just trying to find a way for Odin to use saturation fire that doesn't saturate Epiphanes in fire. I mean, it's close to taking out both of these guys. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. We'll make sure to go for... What can the listener do? Because the listener, as I suspected, can just run and gun the whole way up.
Knock him down.
Activate the next pod, which would leave us in a lot of trouble, actually.
Go, go, go.
But we've got to go fast. We have to go exceptionally fast. Alright, Stun Lancer down. So now all we need to do is really land one shot on... Oh, hello! What is that I see? Look in my eyes, what do you see? Hair trigger. Killing everything. Right, that sorts that out. That's good. So pod down, we can just sprint up with most people.
Seems doable.
So if everyone apart from Epiphanes and the listener, who is already right up there anyway, the listener still should get implacable, right? No. I thought the listener should get implacable, but anyway. So Lots can still move again. Lots is already moved. Lots, I think, is genuinely broken. Because we could probably drop another speed PCS on there. Alright, what we're going to do for Lots, actually, is conceal. And actually sprint Lots up to say there. Now, this could go wrong, of course. There could be a pod right here. I have my doubts, though. There we go. We've even cleared the freeway. And there's nobody actually attacking this, so we can now take our time. But that's not in the spirit of the mission. The spirit of the mission is that we leg it. And I did see that Viper. Hello. So we are right at the objective. We can touch we are in touching distance of the objective without it being touched. That's ridiculous. You know what? If we have the Archon slam right on up there as well. See if the Archon activates anything. Because Lots... Wow. So we can pretty much just roll on right up to here without activating anything. It is my understanding of the situation. Which could be a flawed understanding, let's be fair. So Trev, you've got two monsters of mobility and Trev's actually in third place at the moment. So we can we move Trev all the way up here into a good firing position? Because it looks like we should be able to. You know what we're going to do is... Oh, that one move. That's why we moved Lots first. Because Lots is stealing concealment. That's why we did that one move. So we know... What if we put Trev like there? I don't think that actually activates.
Got it.
Will that activate? It shouldn't. This is some unbelievable games work here. Gamesmanship. It's not actually gamesmanship, because gamesmanship is an actual thing. Where it's not cheating, but it should be cheating. That's what gamesmanship is. So, Epiphanes can actually keep up because he's got an advanced speed PCS, but Tolk, who only has perception, can't sprint all the way. This is going amazingly well so far. As bad as the map is for us, this is unbelievable. So there's another pod there. They're active. That pod will activate. But they can't shoot us straight up. And we are right here on top of them with height advantages. They're so easily flankable. Well, that guy isn't. I can't believe these guys aren't active. What are they doing? And still, there's nothing on the objective. So we've got Trev. You know what? Trev could just straight... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He could straight up just kill that guy, but I wouldn't bet on it. You know what? Big Guy Productions, you come down here. And you know what? Don't actually flank that guy, but shoot that guy instead, because you have holo-targeting. And you missed your 86% shot, which is unfortunate.
Not good.
Another hair trigger, let's go.
Weapons burning ammo fast.
Can we do anything with Toke, actually? Because Toke isn't in a very good... Oh, Toke can jump all the way down there if we want to get, you know, ridiculous. No, I don't want to jump over it into no cover, though. That's my thing. I like cover. Cover kind of helps XCOM not die. Right, if we can get to there, can we... Because that pod's going to be there. Potentially going to activate the mech here, but if we do, Toke will just kill the mech instead.
Objective position confirmed. Menace 1-5, we've got a line.
I can't tell if we've activated it yet.
Protect that gear at all costs.
Maybe. I'd say certainly at this point. I'd go up from a maybe and say certainly we've activated the mech. The mech... Oh, what is this? Hello, friend. Well, aren't you just being terribly awkward? Right, so Toke's not going to be killing the mech then. Toke is just going to have to settle for killing the Archon instead. Do you have a repeater on this? You do. Execute it, go on. Go on, son. Ah, well. Battle Frenzy, that's it. Double Battle Frenzy. Well, this is actually quite interesting because now Owned You and Epiphanous can actually use some cool actions. Can we get some really dodgy saturation fire, actually? Because that would be funny. Oh, yes, we can. We certainly can. Would that... No, would that not just... Would it explode that car? It doesn't even matter because we're not beside that car. So you could pretty much kill that Viper and finish off... You know what?
Saturated.
Saturate that fire. I should have, of course, used a grenade first. But I was just so anxious to see the saturation fire go through a freeway, which is ridiculous. Right, the Archon's down, but he actually missed the shot on the Viper. But Trev is now going to have a 60% to crit, which would certainly kill it. He would get the death from above. Give him a free pistol shot. We do need to kill the mech, of course, as well. What does Lots have? Tracer rounds, of course. What? Why would Lots have something useful like that? Should have, really what I should have done is save the Lister. I've really messed this turn up, but it shouldn't really matter too much because we can turn around. What's your Deadeye like? You know what? That's almost worth taking. Because we do have a Mimic Beacon. Although I wouldn't really like to use a Mimic Beacon because it feels really cheap when we should actually just be killing the hell out of these guys. But we might have to. Right, the Archon. You know what? The Archon has such bad aim, right? That I'm just going to bring the Archon here. So we can use the height advantage to go for either that guy or the shield bearer is what I was going to go for. Doesn't matter. We're going to stack a kill onto the Archon and that's fine. Because we need to kill the mech or otherwise neutralize it. And you know what? Let us not do the Deadeye. Because we actually need this to hit. Otherwise we're in a lot of trouble. AP rounds, of course, ignore the armor. So how much does that leave us needing? Quite a lot, to be honest. Oh dear. So we've got a shield bearer. We've got a Viper. And we've got a swordsman. Right, come up here.
What's over there?
What is over there? There's a mech over here. You're going to kill the mech. You got that? You're going to kill the mech.
All will suffer.
And also that car, apparently, because of this weird camera angle. And now here's the move. Here's the $1 million move. That's a dumb move. It's a hideously dumb move. Here's the $1 million move. We sword the Viper. Now, if that kills the Viper, then cool. We get implacable. Do we get untouchable? I can't remember. I don't think so. Because one of them's... We get untouchable, but not implacable, because I think one of them's up against Bladestorm. So untouchable is better. And you know what? We could just come down and shoot this guy, to be honest, and that would have much the same effect, except do more damage. Yep, and there's not even activated, so we'll kill it. The idea was that we'd sword the Viper. And then when the Viper would run away, we'd get Bladestorm, and then it would die again. So we'd die again. Die for the first time. Vipers aren't alien cats, they don't have many lives. So, the inviting target then is Lotz, who is untouchable in the half cover on the ground floor. And that means the listener can just move in and kill this guy, stone cold, dead as hell.
Okay, I'll go.
Unless, of course, we activate the gatekeeper somehow from it. I say somehow, because we're in the vicinity.
We've got Advent here.
Yep. That just looked like the gatekeeper had this tiny gun of its own. It looks so happy. Right, Own Juice probably still in a horrific position. Which is unfortunate. Because we could do with some Shred.
Whatever you say.
But Shred is Own Juice's middle name, and if he can't shred from here, and he can shred from here. Can Own Juice shred? Own Juice can shred across any distance. You're fine. It all just depends on what Magical Trevor's doing. Because I can't tell. Is that going to just... that's got to be going through Magical Trevor, right? Or do we just do this and hope that it actually tells us? Because what's the angle? Oh, it's going to be close, actually. Or is it not going to go through Magical Trevor at all? Or do we just trust that if it would go through Magical Trevor, the game will tell us? So let's try and catch the very edge of that Stun Lancer.
Shredding.
If Magical Trevor dies in the next few seconds, it's the game's fault. Oh, Magical Trevor's dead anyway because it took out its cover. Now, the Tinker is in a terrible position. Jesus Christ. I've messed up this engagement from, like, turn 1. You probably really do with Tolk doing something here. Magical Trevor can actually see that guy now, so it could be worth a big old Deadeye. What it could also be worth, though, is getting some holo targeting on it first. But then how do we kill that guy? That's the grand plan. We don't kill that guy. It's amazing. Genius. Don't even worry about it. Just kill the gatekeeper. Listener could kill the gatekeeper straight up if he hits. He's having a bad old, terrible old day though. But that's fine because we put the holo targeting on, so we could do this. Deadeye with a 92%. We missed this and it's a terrible, terrible day. But it's a crit on a Deadeye for 21 damage. How is it not dead already? 3 damage. I know how to do 3 damage to a gatekeeper. So the gatekeeper is going to be down. Essentially no matter what. I'd very much like it to be Tolk who gets the killing blow, but I'm not betting on it. Oh, no, that is ridiculous. We kill the Lancer from here. Or do we? Because what I'd like to do is maybe come over here, sword, and get Bladestorm when he runs. So we can almost definitely kill the Lancer as well, right? Yeah, because Epiphanis can get to there. Oh, yeah, with Soulfire, that'll be fine. It's just I've moved Tolk into a horrendous position. I think he's 1 square away off being able to hit the gatekeeper. Oh dear, oh dear. You know what? Come round this side for... Actually, no, I've got a terrible plan. Because we do need to actually kill everyone because we've got so many people out of cover. I've rushed into this, and it's not gone well. We certainly need the stun lancer dead. We can mimic beacon. If we kill the stun lance, kill the gatekeeper, and we can guarantee that. If the Archon, hello Archon, if you come here, do whatever damage you can to the shield bearer. Oh, what? How can you not see the shield bearer? How rubbish are you? Right. In fact, how can you not get down from there? How can you not just jump? You can jump over, but you can't get down. Why can you not get down? Like, go over then. I do not understand that. So we've got Epiphanis, we've got Tote, we've got lots. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Right. Epiphanis can hit from up there. But do we want to hit? If only we had Reaper. If only we had the revolutionary force we called the Reapers. I've got a plan for that. We could no, inspiring would be dumb. We just kill the gatekeeper. I can't believe Tolk's in such a bad position. And by can't believe, I mean I blatantly can. Alright, let's move Tolk out of cover. Because he's got more health than Trev. Oh, you can see the gatekeeper. Well. Well then. Well. Did that kill? No, it didn't. This slightly changes things. Because now we go cowabunga. Really considering moving here, right? Because these will be the last guys on the map. There's 11 guys on the map. Archon, Lancer, Trooper, Viper, Gatekeeper, Shield Bearer, Mech. We've killed all of those guys. We moved to there with lots. That guy's going to have to run it. Epiphanis drops the Mimic Beacon anyway. Or, alternatively, doesn't do that. Right, you know what? We're just going to go... we're going to stop faffing about. Because it's probably been ages on this turn. We are just going to kill the hell out of the stun Lancer. Come on, that's the one I wanted. Come on now. Kill the stun Lancer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Untouchable. And you know what? We're not gonna Mimic Beacon. Oh no. Oh no, surely not. Surely not. Ah, I would have totally inspired lots and used him sword again. What can we actually do? We could inspire Listener and have him kill the shield bearer. What we should really be doing is inspiring Magical Trevor and getting him into cover. That's what we should be doing. Oh, I'm dumb. I am dumb as hell. Didn't realise he didn't have any ammo. Well, would you look at the time. After all that moral high ground, I'm just as bad as everyone thought I was. Oh, that's a shame. How did it come to this? These are going to be the last two guys on the map, though. I'm 100% confident of that. And because they're still alive, it means we can get some neurofeedback on Tokyo. Because who doesn't love a bit of neurofeedback?
Target is not disabled.
Who doesn't love a bit of neurofeedback? Well, Tok can reload and just reload and then unload. You can just shoot through that armor, right? Maybe. Need to do 9 damage here. Oh, Toke, what is this?
Hard target, minimal damage.
That means we can start stacking kills on Trev and Lots then. Yo, Trev, just go from here. 92%? Nah, that's fine.
Target eliminated.
We move Epiphanis down to pick up L loot.
I'm trusting you here.
Let's see, how good is this loot? I'm looking for superior perception, superior speed. I guess that's okay.
It's heavier than it looks.
Right, listen up. This is actually going to be awkward. No, you got run and gun. You're not, and he's not even actually in cover. It's fine. Completely and utterly fine.
I definitely got
Mission
that.
over.
Status confirmed.
Yep.
All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
Massive anticlimax.
Mission accomplished.
But 5 turns? 5 turns is pretty fast. 5 turns in a 25-minute video, not as fast. But there were some very awkward positions I managed to put ourselves in those 5 turns. That's quite annoying, to be honest. At the very least, start the Archon or the Gatekeeper right on top of the objective so it is a proper race against time. But no! No, you start off a video saying it's likely to be the most difficult mission we'll face in the entire campaign until the finale, and no! I suppose the squad did perform really well apart from the listener. It was really that a missed shot from the listener on the Archon, the second Archon, that put us into a little bit of danger. Well, not danger, we weren't ever in danger, which is the unfortunate thing. Probably the thing that kills the campaign, we weren't really ever in any danger. Moved furthest, of course, was Major Filippo Gunnar Lotz, who has the least appropriate nickname in the squad. I don't know, I can't remember nicknames. We've got Big Guy, we've got Hollywood, we've got Hollywood and Big Guy, and it's all fine. Whew. 75% successful shots is probably the lowest we've had in quite some time. So we are taking giant leaps towards the end of our campaign. We've got, I think, 3 story missions left. We've got a couple of advent facilities we could take down if we need a little more time on the Avatar project, because the Avatar project is like 3 pips from completion. Incidentally, failing this mission would have given 2 pips. So I was lying a bit at the start. It's like this dark event is actually the one we want to go for. So we land, it's another completely flawless mission. Not even a point of damage on the relay.
Keep this up, the aliens don't stand a
No
chance,
promotions.
Commander.
Magical Trev is really close to promotion, actually. Because you see Colonel and Major there. Killsy's really close. Lots, probably not as close. The Listener, probably quite close because the Listener started up at a higher rank.
Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts continue
Emma
to
Schmidt,
bolster the
you can
resistance movement
decrease the
across
construction
globe.
time. Can you? No, you can't, because Marina and the Diamonds are currently constructing a defense matrix. A massive waste of money if ever I saw one. Speaking of massive wastes of money, assorted loot. Yeah, that would be a massive waste of time. What we're going to do is go back to Resistance HQ.
For Eastern United States.
Because there was a trooper here I wanted.
Welcome, Commander.
Colonel Kaito Murakami. We're going to recruit him. 310 supplies, we're going to do it. What's that? We've already got too many rangers? I agree with you. But, no, I don't agree with you. You can never have too many rangers, lads, okay? So we're going to finish scanning here.
Reading you loud and clear.
We get fire when ready. We get a shred storm cannon immediately. A second shred storm cannon. Oh, what do we actually need? I don't know if we've got a blaster launcher yet. I've forgotten. But we want in one single day. With 1 day to go. So we do a little bit more scanning. A little bit more scanning. Where do we want to scan? Eastern Europe we want to build the relay. Because what we actually do want is suit up. Because we will want armor projects from the proving ground before the final mission. That's what we'll be spending all our intel, all our supplies on. What are we actually doing at the moment? We are getting the sector pod breakdown, that's fine, but we're going to need more earlier at some point. So he's recovered from his wounds, which means I think it's time to take on these 19 troops, including quite a few of these guys. In Operation Enduring Stranger, we are going after the Codex Brain. We are flipping the switch. We are taking several giant leaps towards the end next time out. Operation Enduring Stranger, we're not hanging about. We've got a good team, and we're going to take them there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Some of the folks around these parts think that I'm not pulling my weight. And sometimes I can see what they mean. I mean, what in the blue hell do demons know about hacking computers anyway? But I resent the implication. Every time I'm out in the field, I work my ass off. I don't have no fancy grenades and I ain't the fastest, but I'm real good at shooting things till they're dead, and that's a valuable life skill where I'm from. That is not what I'm best at, though. What I'm best at is getting into people's heads. What I am is Insidious. And at the end of it all, the devil always wins. Now I'm fixing to make some waves around this joint. I want to set that record straight, and now I know just the thing. Earth needs fighters. The new guy, he needs a helping hand. And well, I'm upgrading to a prettier model, and we're all winners here.